Hey guys, and welcome to the third part of my bookshelf tour. So the first part was the 52-minute video showing you guys the fiction books that I have. The second part was me showing you guys the graphic novels that I own. And then this part, which is the third part, is me showing you guys the academic books that I own. Now, I was in a bit of a weird mindset whether to show you guys my academic books or not. But since this is part of the whole bookshelf tour, then I thought, well, they're part of my bookshelves, so I'll show them you. So as you can probably tell from when you see this video, I am an English and media student. So I have a lot of books on theory and language, gender, literature, film, absolutely everything. And I just love getting academic books because it always means that I have another book to reference when I'm writing my essays. That's like sounds really sad actually when I said it out loud just, but that's why I get them. Without any further ado, let's get into the bookshelf tour. So kicking off the academic books, we have Beginning Theory and Introduction to Literary and Cultural Theory by Peter Barry, Weird Realism, Lovecraft and Philosophy by Graham Harman, The Empire Writes Back by Bill Ashcroft, Gareth Griffiths and Helen Tiffin, Writing Your Dissertation by Derek Sweetman and Ruth Sweetman, Sylvia Pankhurst, Sexual Politics and Political Activism by Barbara Winslow, Literature in the Modern World, Critical Essays and Documents, edited by Dennis Walder, Freud and Psychoanalysis by Richard Stevens, The Dictionary of Media Studies, and this is a Penguin Reference Library book, and this is by Nicholas Abercrombie and Brian Longhurst, Spirited Away, the BFI Film Classics version, and this is by Andrew Osmond, Studio Ghibli, the films of Hayao Miyazaki and Isao Takahata, and this is the revised and updated version, and this is by Colin O'Dell and Michelle LeBlanc. The Good Immigrant, and this is a collection of 21 essays from people of different colour and different ethnicities, and this is edited by Nikesh Shukla. Literature and Propaganda by A.P. Fawkes, American Cultural Studies, An Introduction to American Culture by Neil Campbell and Alistair Keane, Cultural Theory and Popular Culture, A Reader, and this is edited by John Story. Teach Yourself Postmodernism by Glenn Ward, Television, Audiences and Cultural Studies by David Morley, The Feminist Challenge, The Movement for Women's Liberation in Britain and the United States by David Bouchier, Media, Gender and Identity, An Introduction by David Gauntlet, Children's Literature by Peter Hunt, Approaches to Popular Film by Joanne Hollows and Mark Jankovic, A Sociology of Mental Health and Illness by David Pilgrim and Anne Rogers, English Literature in Context by Paul Poplawski, Language and Gender, A Reader by Jennifer Coates, An Introduction to Literature, Criticism and Theory by Andrew Bennett and Nicholas Royal, Visual Culture, A Reader by Jessica Evans and Stuart Hall, Children's Literature, A Study Guide by The Open University, Media Studies, Text Production and Context by Paul Long and Tim Wall, Law for Journalists by Francis Quinn. I have 2 copies of Sexual Textual Politics by Terrell Moy. This is the one that I use for essays, and then this is one that I just got free from the university. The Ghost, A Cultural History by Susan Owens, Mad, Bad and Sad, A History of Women and the Mind Doctors from 1800 to the Present, and this is by Lisa Appignanesi. The Mad Woman in the Attic, The Woman Writer and the 19th Century Literary Imagination by Sandra M. Gilbert and Susan Gubar. An A to Z of Great Modern Writers by Andy Tahai and with Caroline Taggart. Gothic by Fred Botting. And finally we have Bad Feminist by Roxanne Gay. Okay, so that was it. Those were all of my academic books. I don't actually keep them on a bookshelf. It's kind of similar to my graphic novels. I store all of my academic books underneath my bed in like plastic storage boxes because there's just nowhere for me to put them. If there aren't actual bookshelves, then I would have included them in the really long bookshelf tour video that I did in February. Because they're not on my bookshelves, then I decided just to do them in separate videos. This might not be like the kind of video for some people where they like, you know, some people are just interested in fiction and that is completely fine, But for you guys out there that are interested in non-fiction and academia books, then welcome to my academic book collection. So that's it for this video. If you liked it, please give it a big thumbs up. If you've got any comments, questions or feedback, just leave it in the comments box below. I do post videos on Mondays, Tuesdays and Fridays, and on Mondays that's when my weekly reading vlogs go up. So if you want notifications for when any videos go up, just click on the bell icon below. And yeah, that is all I have left to say. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in my next video, which is actually going to be the fourth and final part of this whole bookshelf tour process, and I will be showing you guys all of my classic literature. So I will see you guys then. Bye!